Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jaybird here, and we're coming back at you again with another How to Rank Up video. This video is going to be specialized towards golds and platinums. And basically, we're going to be breaking it down into 5 different topics to help you rank up and get out of these 2 ranks. And from experience, I know the gold and platinum ranks can be really hard to get out of. It took me almost as long as it did to get me out of diamond to get out of gold and platinum. It just took a really long time, and it's a grind, so this video is here to make you help with that. So, the first topic we'll be talking about is your spacing and your rotations. And the second topic will be your shooting. I know we talked about that in your bronze to silver, but shooting takes a step up once you get out of those lower ranks. And then third topic will be walls and how to aerial off of them if you can, and how to basically get power off of the walls and be able to be a threat when you're hitting a ball off the wall. And then the fourth one we'll talk about defense and strategies on defense and how you can give up less goals and have less double commits. And then the fifth topic is going to be about fast aerials, and I'll be teaching you how to do those. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into it. Okay, and first we'll be talking about spacing and rotations and how you can most effectively rotate with your teammates to have less double commits and stay on offense longer, get out of defense faster. So honestly, I would have enough content to make an entire video about this. I can even make like a 3-video series on spacing and rotations entirely. But in this video, that's not the purpose. So I'm going to be going over some of the basics that you can follow to space with your teammates better. So tip number 1 is when you're on offense, you want to be the third man. And that doesn't mean that I want you to stay away from the action. It means I want you to be the one who's backing your teammates up and keeping your team on offense. And the third man is usually the most skilled player on the team, or should be, because whenever the ball goes over their head, they're usually left by themselves for a little bit, especially on these lower ranks, and they have to deal with it all by themselves and get out of defense on their own. And so if you put yourself in the third man position, whenever you're converting to offense, unless you're the one who's taking the ball down the field, it'll always benefit your team more, and you won't have to rely on your teammates less to stay on offense. And if you can stay on offense longer, you'll be scoring more goals, because defense at this level isn't as good. Which brings us into our next topic quite perfectly, where we're going to be talking about shooting. Some of the ways you can get your shots saved less, be more efficient, and overall just score more goals when you shoot the ball. So we have a couple drills we can practice, and the first one is going to be hopping into free play and bounce dribbles. And trying to get as much power as you can on these is the most important part. And I know your control probably isn't that good, and your bounce dribbles won't look quite as good as mine do yet, just because you're still learning. But basically, the goal is just do this for like 5-10 minutes every day. And the goal is to get power on your shots, and this will improve your accuracy and your ground shooting overall in game. And now I've got drill number 2. This might be more for you. You can hop into custom training, and I have a training pack on the screen and in the description for you. It's called Ground Shots by Paquito. And overall, this training pack is really good. I play it all the time. I think I play it every day for at least 10 minutes. And so basically, I recommend the same for you. Go on all of your shots is to get some power and try to get the ball up in the air a little bit, so that it's harder for the goalies to save it. Because honestly, if you can get some power and some height in this rank, it'll probably be a goal if you don't shoot it right at them. And the more you practice, the more you can practice. The more you practice, the less you'll shoot it right at your opponents, and the more goals you'll score, because you're hitting it hard and you're not hitting it right at them. And so, and shooting, repetition makes perfect, practice makes perfect. So just go ahead and do those drills 5-10 minutes a day, and your shooting will improve. Alrighty, before we hop on to the next topic, I just want to go ahead and say, if you're enjoying this video, if you appreciate the content, then go ahead and drop a like or comment. It really helps. I'm still trying to grow this channel. We're pretty small right now, 0 subscribers. Awesome. And anyways, if you're enjoying it, drop a sub, and I'll go ahead and get on to the next topic. Don't want to burden you. Alrighty, on to topic number 3. We're talking about walls and how to be better. You want to be a threat on the walls. You don't want to go up on the wall and the entire other team expects you to miss it, and you do. Because if they expect you to miss it on the wall, then they're going to have a huge advantage, and the walls play a huge part of the game. And if you can get good on the walls, you will be better than most of the other players on the field. So, the first way I want you to be able to practice walls is I have 2 training packs. The first one, which if you don't have time for both, this one's more important, is practicing getting clears on the walls. It's going to be pretty difficult at first. It took me 2 weeks just to even get decent at these. I couldn't even do it every time. And sometimes I still mess up. And I'm like, so I was like months ago when I would learn these. But basically, the first one is wall shots by Paquito, and the second one is wall aerials. And on wall aerial ones, you're going to be jumping off the wall and aerialing to the ball from the wall. And this is going to be pretty advanced if you're a gold or a platinum, and because you're still mastering aerials from the ground. And I know all you plats out there are like, I've already mastered aerials, but trust me, you haven't. And this will help you a lot. Just being comfortable with it, not whiffing anymore. Because if you can jump off the wall and get to these balls, you'll save more boost than going straight from the ground. And you'll just overall be scarier for the other team. Because you know how when the other team jumps off the walls and they're flying at this rank, it kind of makes you a little nervous. You don't know where the ball's going to go. And the less your other team knows where the ball's going to go, the bigger advantage you have. So go ahead and practice the drills 5-10 minutes every day, and you should be set. Alrighty, and on to the fourth topic. We're talking about defense. Now, I can't give you a training pack to go hop in and practice for 5 to 10 minutes every day to get better at defense. Defense is more of a mindset. And the biggest tip I can give you is patience. And what I mean by patience is try to be the last man. Try to be the third man, as I mentioned on spacing and rotations. If you're the last man, you can back up your teammates. You can expect them to mess up, and you can make up for it. And so try to rotate back post. If you don't know what a back post rotation is, I'll go ahead and give you a brief rundown. So if the play is happening on the right side of the field and you're on defense, you want to, once you make your play, or if you're rotating back from offense, you want to rotate back post to the opposite side that the play is happening on. So if the play is happening on the right, you want to rotate to the left and vice versa. And you want to just kind of like a big circle or oval, whatever you want to call it. And the second thing that is most important is don't double commit. And I know this is harder than it sounds because sometimes it's your teammates' fault. It honestly is. But if you're playing that last man, being that back post, being the rock of the team, then your teammates will be less likely to double commit because you're the last one and they'll still be rotating back after they've made their plays. And being patient and knowing where your teammates are will stop double commits so much because double commits get you scored on all the time. I know you know it. I know it. I know it from experience. So the less double commits you have, the better off you'll be. So be patient. Know where your teammates are. Don't double commit. And don't panic. Panic is really bad. So with that said, let's move on to the next one, and that is fast aerials. Alrighty, so now that we're talking about fast aerials, first I'm going to go over a brief overview of how to do these. So I already went over in the bronze to silver tutorial how to do a normal aerial. That's just by jumping and tilting your car back while boosting. And fast aerialing is basically the same thing, but there's just one more step. And so you jump, you tilt your car back while boosting, and then once your car is tilted back, you're going to let go of the analog stick, and you're not going to stop pulling back. You'll let go of it completely, and you will jump again. And what this will do is it'll give you more height than a normal aerial would. You'll get into the air faster so that you can beat people to the ball. Now, you don't always want a fast aerial. Sometimes the ball is low, and you just want a single jump aerial so you can still flip into the ball. But that's a topic for another video. Anyways, the 2 ways you can practice your fast aerial and hitting the ball well and shooting the ball is I've got 2 training packs lined up for you. And one of them it's going to be pretty challenging. But then the other one is like super challenging. You probably won't even be able to score some of these shots. But it'll help you with your car control and overall aerial game so that you can improve faster. Because the harder you practice, the better your reward. So the first training pack is just basic aerial shots by Paquito. And we've used a lot of his training packs in this video, but they are really good. And I recommend just hopping into this, doing it for 10 minutes every day. And the goal of your beginning should be just get the shots on target and make sure you're fast aerialing every time. Try to hit the ball in the middle or solid, and just try to get some power on it if you can, but just the main goal should be getting it on target. And the second training pack I have for you is Lethamyr's redirect training. And these redirects are super hard and it'll make you rage probably since you won't be able to do them. I'm champion rank and I still can't do some of them. Well, I can't do them the first try. I can usually score all of them, but I can't usually. I don't usually do it the first try. Um, but yeah, if you practice Lethamyr's training pack for just maybe 5-10 minutes every day, same as the other aerial shot training pack, then you can really see some improvement in your car control if you're focusing on scoring the ball. Don't just focus on hitting the ball. Focus on scoring the ball, hitting the ball in the right spot. The biggest tip I have for this is looking at the spot on the ball you want to hit it, and then going in the air and trying to hit that spot. Sometimes you'll just completely miss the ball. Sometimes you'll hit it in the wrong spot. But if you have that goal of the spot you want to hit the ball, then you'll get better a lot faster. Alrighty, and with that, from a topic wrapping up, I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick summary for you. The first topic we talked about was spacing and rotations, and make sure to try to be the third man. That was a big takeaway from that. The next one we talked about was shooting. Try to get power and try to get some height on it because the goalies are getting better, and you'll need those two things to rank up faster. The third topic we talked about was walls and getting clears off the walls and aerialing off the walls. Just get more consistent at it. Practice makes perfect. The fourth thing we talked about was defense, and the big takeaways from that were patience is the most important thing, and knowing where your teammates are. Patience, 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 and back post. That's all I can. That's all I can ask, and you'll do fine. And the fifth topic we talked about was fast aerialing, and basically practice makes perfect. Like I said, a lot of these things I'm talking about are mechanics: shooting, walls, fast aerials. They're all mechanics, and the more you practice, the better you'll be. And so with that wrapped up, that's going to finish it for the video. Don't forget to drop a like, maybe subscribe, comment, give me some tips, tell me what you want to learn. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day.